Hello, beautifuls. This video today is about prioritizing your health and self-love. So we've already started the new year, we're a few weeks in, and I got all these polls on Facebook asking, do people make resolutions, do they not make them, and what's the point? But I think people misunderstand resolutions. Resolutions are just changes that you want to make in your life. You're resolving to do something different. And so it's more like goals for me, and I don't think anyone should go through life without goals. Otherwise you just kind of ho-hum along and you have nothing to strive for or try to make yourself better. And so I think resolutions get a bad rap, but I think if you think about it more as goals that you're setting for yourself, and don't really do the death goal. If you don't do this goal within the first time you slip up, you fail. That is the wrong thing to think of. But I think setting goals for yourself and prioritizing your health is super, super important. Because if you think about how much time you get in a day, we all get the same amount of time. Yet some of us are able to prioritize certain things in our life that others really, honestly, you're not willing to prioritize. So, for example, people prioritize getting out of debt. And so, but here you are living paycheck to paycheck and you never seem to have enough. So if you look at your finances, where's your money going? What certain things are you buying that maybe you could do without? Because that would make you look at your finances as priority instead of, well, I'm just going to not look at my bank account and keep sliding my card. It's the same thing with the health goals. A lot of people, they're like, I could never eat the way you eat. Really? Is someone force feeding you junk food? Is someone going to the store using your money, buying your food that's junky and shoving it into your mouth on purpose? No, it's you. And so it's just, we have to stop with the I could never and say, it's just not a priority for me at this time. And that's okay for some people. It's okay to tell people that, maybe their relationship isn't a priority in your life anymore. And that was one thing that I did 2018 was I started cleansing people, the toxic people out of my life. And I don't regret that. Yes, I do miss their friendships, but when someone doesn't understand or tries to understand the changes that you're making and your passion, and I don't have room for them in my life anymore. And I'm tired of the Debbie Downers all the time, blah, blah, blahing in my ear, because then it makes me feel down. And I am not going to do that for 2019. I am going to prioritize me and at the same time not be selfish with my time, I guess. That's kind of my broad goal. I can still make myself a priority, but then make others a priority as well. Sorry, I had to go to work, and so picking up a little different location, threw on a sweater because I'm actually downstairs in our basement. But I want to talk about the goals that I am setting for 2019. Now, these aren't the kind of goals that if I try once I fail. These are goals that I've set up that I would like to eventually kind of become habits as I get through 2019 to make myself better. So the first goal I have, let me see, I just kind of started writing some down. So I have about 9 goals right now, and I will kind of go through them kind of quickly. Like I said, I'm trying to prioritize me and what I want out of life, but also at the same time be able to give back to other people through, I guess, that prioritizing myself. So the first thing is to read my Bible every day. If you don't know, I am a Christian, and I have gotten so far away from reading the Bible. It's not something that I normally do on a daily basis, and I make up all these excuses. And so I've come up with a plan. I have a schedule, I guess, to read the New Testament throughout the year of 2019, and it's about a chapter a day-ish. I don't know, there's a schedule. It's in my Bible. I've done it before, but I just need to get back to that. So how is that going to look for me? Because I obviously isn't That's not a priority for me, but I want it to be for 2019. So what am I going to do? I need to come up with steps to do that. And so what I've done is I've laid the Bible next to my bed, and I've decided that right before I go to bed, it's a good time to read because it's only like 5 minutes worth of reading. And so I've put it next to my bed. I have the schedule right inside the Bible, and I can just open it up and do it right before I go to bed. That'll be good. The next thing is exercise. I've gotten so away from exercising. I used to walk like all the time, and I just kind of got away from that as life started getting busy, but I want that to be a priority in my life as well because I really felt good doing that, and just going for a walk kind of cleared my head, and I kind of zoned out, just reassessed the day, and I just really loved it. So I'm going to get back into that. So right now it is wintertime, and there is a place to walk, but I ain't walking there. It's cold, and my bones hurt in this cold weather, and it's very still humid, and I can't deal. So I actually posted on Facebook to borrow a treadmill, and I posted something like, hey, who has a treadmill that's sitting with a bunch of clothes on it or is gathering dust? I would like to borrow it over the winter. And guess what? Somebody said they had one, and so I have a treadmill. So it's just, again, prioritizing. I have like 3 or 4 part-time jobs right now, so my schedule is kind of chopped up, and I only have time away from home, like 2 hours away from home, from when I get done with my first job until I have to pick up the kids from school. So during the summer, spring, fall, when it's warm, I can walk during those 2 hours, but like now I'm away from home. So I have to find something else to do during that time in the winter, and then find time like either early morning or late at night in order to walk. So I have decided that I am going to do it when I get home from my home health care job every evening. I get home about 8 o'clock. I'll say hi to my husband, and I will start walking for at least a half an hour to 45 minutes. It's a mile. I'm going to try to do 2 miles every day, or work myself up, and then shower and go straight to bed. So I'm just going to have to do it at nighttime. He's usually watching videos anyway. This year, I need to eat more compliant. So over the holidays, I gained about 10 pounds back, and most of it is inflammation because I've been eating my trigger foods. So I've decided that I need to come up with a plan because I am not fond of cooking. I really liked when I was totally raw and I didn't have to cook anything, which kind of sucked for my family because I was basically buying crap for them to eat because I wasn't wanting to cook for them. So one of my goals is to make a meal plan for them and have them pick out dinners that they want. And hey, Monday we're having this, Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. And then I will cook those meals, set them off to a side, go do what I'm going to be doing in the hour and a half I have at home, right before I have to leave again. That way I can get my own food and stuff like that. I also need to find dinners that are raw because that's where I fail. I can eat raw all day long, but when it's dinner time, I want something warm and savory and kind of comfort foody. And I haven't found any raw recipes that really knock it out of the park for me. So it's not like I don't have options. I bought all of Lissa's raw food romance books. And I just need to spend the time to look through, find some recipes, try some out, and stick with that. Also, I've been noticing that when I go to group outings, or when I go to Bible study, there's snacks, and I snackaholic right here. That's what I am, and I will eat their snack even though I've already am binging full. And so eat when I'm hungry, don't when I'm not. Bring snack to all these group outings and only eat my stuff. I have to do it. Drinking more water every day. I drink about a quart jar in the morning and then probably about a quart jar later on in the day, and I'm usually eating a bunch of fruits and vegetables most of the day. So I get a lot of water, but I want to try to up that to make sure that I get almost a gallon of water a day total. Let's see. I think that was it for there. Oh, I want to do daily affirmations too, kind of to remind myself of my why and that I'm important and that I need to prioritize my health. Some little mantras like if it's in the house, it's in your mouth type of thing. The fat you eat is the fat you wear. I just have to keep daily reminding myself of those things. My fourth goal is to actually, I was going to go to school for nutrition, And there are a lot of people who are coming to me now and asking about the way that I'm eating, because I've lost 40 pounds, minus these 10 pounds, I guess, that I put back on. But they see, now that it's been a year and a half, they see like my progress and how I'm eating, and now they're asking questions. And with me running the Veganuary group and all that stuff, my goal is to help as many people as I can for this year, at least for free, and kind of build my group up to where people are helping each other. And I know there's lots of Facebook groups out there, but I want this to be mostly for newbies that really need some, solid help and that sort of thing. So I'm just resolving that one of my goals is to help as many people as I can to make the changes necessary to change their health. I also want to grow my Instagram account, and I'm not real sure about how to use Instagram all that well, but that's my goal, is to learn more about Instagram and to grow my account. Also to grow this YouTube channel. I know that I don't put out, the best videos in the world, but it's got to help somebody, and I do have followers, and God bless you for following me. Thank you so much. If you have video ideas, let me know. But again, I want this to be for people who are just starting out. A lot of times people, they're doing it by themselves, yet they still have a family. And a lot of people don't touch on that, because the people that I follow, at least, are usually single, or they're just married. They don't have any kids. I found a few families that eat, but they have smaller children. And so what do you do with teenagers, and how do you make 2 meals, and what do you feed them, and how do you, navigate the whole plant-based thing? That's kind of what I want my channel to be about. And then also healing yourself of certain diseases like heart disease and diabetes, because both my parents have that, and also autoimmune, because that's what I healed myself of. I have an ebook kind of in the works. It's basically just very short tidbits, and then it's going to be mostly a recipe book. So since I don't have a lot of time and I have set all these goals and I'm prioritizing myself, the book has kind of out the window. But again, it's going to be very simple recipes, lots of canned stuff that you could buy and make recipes real quick for your family. Just kind of little things like that. Something that would be easy transition meals, and I do have a few on here as well. Also, I want to, I'm doing like a webinar type of thing for people who are spanking brand new, have never thought about plant-based until they met me. So I'm almost finished with that. I just need to get a few people to kind of give me their feedback on that. And then basically I will hold that once a month for all the new people to do kind of a webinar walkthrough of plant-based eating. The other 2 goals is to get my finances on track. That's one of them. I'd like to start tithing my 10%, and I would like to stop spending, because I justify the little tiny purchases. So $2 here, $3 there, no big deal. I don't spend big money, but I spend lots of little money, and then it adds up to big money, and then we have no money. So we're trying to get this tiny house going, and we're trying to get out of debt at the same time. We have one more credit card to do, and we're almost done with my husband's truck. And so then we just have all this AT&T stuff. It's just horrid with the amount of phones. But that's kind of I'm saving all my receipts now. I'm going to be tracking my money and kind of seeing where it's going and what I'm buying, and trying to be very conscious of what I buy and how much I buy. Because right now I've been buying a lot of health food. And then I don't eat it, and then it goes bad, and then I throw it away. And so, you can only freeze so much food. And I have a freezer full of food. So, that. And then the last goal is to continually keep removing toxic people that keep popping up into my life. So, right now, I don't really have any that are, super close immediate, but I do have some kind of extended family, and then just a few acquaintance friends that I'm going to be removing from Facebook. I unfollow some people on Instagram that aren't really giving me any kind of motivation or encouragement or anything like that. So yeah, those are my goals. So, I mean, I don't think that that is selfish of me to want to better myself, to want to better like the world that I'm in and take care of like stress and everything else that could be bothering me. But at the same time, I'm hoping through prioritizing myself and with these goals that it will be able to help other people. I mean, if you look at my goals, I'm like, well, if I can get on financial track, then I can help other people financially. So that would be helpful because there's a few people that really could use it. The growing the YouTube, the ebook, the webinar, helping people through my Facebook group, growing my Instagram channel, like all of that is really not about me. It's more about helping other people. And so, it's just one of those things. Set some goals, but break them down into doable little parts, because if you don't have a plan for that goal, you just have a dream. Like, it's not really a goal unless you have it mapped out step by step how you're going to get to that goal. So, yeah, this is the goal set in time. It's never too late. You can do it in February, March, or whenever you're watching this video. Just start setting some goals for yourself on what you would like to, I guess, obtain out of life. If you could see the perfect life for you, what would it look like? And then write that down and then figure out how to do that stuff. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for letting me share my goals with you, and have a blessed day.